Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna go over the value of the new Mysterious Adventure bundle in Black Desert Online. This is a new RNG bundle that's being sold on the Pearl store for 1000 pearls base. This pouch functions pretty similar to other RNG pouches, as you are able to get multiple items within it, and it comes with a couple of items that are guaranteed to drop every time you open this pouch. Because of this, the minimum value you can get is pretty high, but we still need to see what the average amount of pearls you can get per pouch is. To find the real value of this pouch, we simply need to get the rate of obtaining each item in this pouch and the value of those items. We multiply those numbers together to get the contribution each chance of getting an item gives to the overall value of this pouch. For example, if we have a 10% chance of getting a 100 pearl value item, that chance would add 10 pearls to the total value of this pouch. Moving on to the first part, we need to look at the rates of getting each item. Luckily for us, PA has released the official rates on the Black Desert Online website, so we don't need to find them ourselves. Since these rates are supplied by PA, we can also be pretty confident that they are correct. As we can see, there are some items that are guaranteed to drop every time you open this pouch. This includes the 50 stack, the fruits, 5 loot scrolls, and 300 cron stones. All these items will have a 100% drop rate since they are guaranteed. Everything else is pretty simple with their own unique drop rates laid out by PA. So now that we have all the rates of each item, we have to look at the value of each item. Most of these items are pretty straightforward as they sit on the Pearl store with outfit boxes costing 2,200 pearls, premium outfit boxes costing 3,400 pearls, and crons costing 3.424 pearls each. This value is gotten from melting premium outfit boxes into crons. The other items that can be bought on the Pearl store are Artisan's Memories, which I value at 20 pearls each. After those items are loot scrolls, which I generally value at 50 pearls each, as they can be pretty annoying to get if you manage to use up all your loot scrolls. 50 is a pretty safe price, but of course if you don't need loot scrolls you can always value them lower. For stacks, I generally value 80 stacks at 550 pearls and 100 stacks around 1100 pearls. Every other stack is based on a ratio to these stacks. In general, I find this to be a pretty conservative estimate on stacks, but of course every player will value stacks differently. This is just a simple valuation. After stacks, we have the Choose Your Halloween buff box, which allows you to pick a buff that lasts for 90 minutes. These buffs are usually event buffs, so not that great, so I valued these two boxes to be pretty low at 30 pearls. These are mostly just filler items and not really that amazing. Finally, we have a lot of different RNG boxes, like the Cronstone bundles and Gleaming Adventure boxes. Most of these boxes we valued in another video, so we simply inputted those values to this one. We don't use the base price of this box on the Pearl store, rather we use the average amount of pearls that you can expect when you open these boxes. So now that we have the rate and value of each item, we simply need to multiply the rate by the value of each item to get the contribution each chance of getting an item gives to the overall value of this RNG bundle. When we sum up all the contributions, the value we get is the average amount of pearls you can get from this pouch, and also the real value of this pouch. When we sum up all these values, we can see that on average, when you open this pouch, you get an average of 2,630 pearls if you count the chance of getting every single item. Of course, since this is an RNG pouch, you will always get either more or less than the calculated average. Because the base cost of this bundle is 1,000 pearls, if you get the average amount of pearls, 2,630, it would be like buying those items at a 62% discount. A 62% discount is pretty good as most pouches are around 35 to 45% off, but not as good as some of the recent pouches that PA has released. The items in this pouch are also not pure crons or artisans, as it includes a bunch of stacks and other items like loot scrolls. Whether this pouch is worth it or not to you will heavily be based on whether you value stacks and these other items. If we look at the guaranteed items, we can see that in total they give about 1,500 pearls worth of value no matter what, which is a big portion of the value of this box. These items though consist of mainly a 50 stack, 300 crons, and 5 loot scrolls. If you don't really like loot scrolls or 50 stacks, then this pouch isn't going to be that great for you, as all that is left would be the 300 crons, which you can usually just buy at 50% off or more during big sales. However, if you value the 5 loot scrolls and 50 stacks, along with the chance of getting the other items randomly in this pouch, then it can be better than buying crons at 50% off, since on average you'll be getting a 62% discount equivalence. Do always keep in mind that because this is an RNG box, there will always be some level of randomness, but at the very least you're guaranteed some items in this pouch. Now very quickly before we conclude, we'll look at the value of some of the discounts on the store. Because this box can be bought in a bundle that gives 50% off, 10% off, and 20% off, we can calculate what the discount equivalence would be if we bought the box on that discount. The only thing we would have to do is lower the price of the box accordingly. If you were able to buy this box at 50% off for 500 pearls, the discount equivalence would be 81%. If you were able to buy it at 10% off for 900 pearls, the discount equivalence would instead be 66%. And finally, if you were able to buy this RNG box at 20% off at 800 pearls, the discount equivalence would be 70% off. This matches with the current discounts on the Pearl store, but of course they may sell it at any discount or full price in the future. A small additional note is that if you get the Radiant Premium box, the value of this box is around 4,758 pearls, and since the Step Up 4 costs 1,673 pearls, you would be getting on average a discount equivalence of 65%, which is still pretty okay since that box only gives pretty high-end items like crons and Origins of Dark Hungers. In the end, this pouch is pretty good, but definitely a step back from some of the crazy pouches that PA has released recently, like the Shining Pouch of Enhancement. I would say that with the current trend of how BDO is going, I would likely wait for a better sale or a better pouch to buy, but if you are able to buy them on sale or high discount and have the extra pearls, then feel free to pick these up. In general though, it's not really that crazy of a box, and since it's heavily based on RNG, buying a guaranteed 75% off or more pack on the store may be better. BDO is getting into the area of sometimes dropping crazy sales, so always keep your eyes out for those. Either way though, I hope you all learned something from this video, and I hope to see you all next time.